Hello, my name is Nikita, and I'm going to share my screen. Okay, hello everyone. My name is Nikita, and I'm going to be talking about how to cook an egg. So, first of all, I just want to talk about how important eggs are to me. I love eggs. I cook them for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I love eating them. And I think that eggs are a very particular matter, and there's a specific way that I make my eggs in a way that they turn out perfectly, and the way that I enjoy eating them all the time. And so, not anyone can make them this way. I've had people in my life who've made me eggs, and they're not exactly up to where I like them to be. And so, it's a very particular process that I would love to describe to you all today. So, firstly, the most important step and the first step is choosing your eggs. So, personally, I like to get my eggs from the local farmers market, and it's a really fun experience. You get to go to the market and talk to the farmers and get your eggs from them, and it's a great time and a great energy of the market. And like to get my eggs organic and pastured. And the reason for this is not only are the eggs getting a better environment, uh, and but also the eggs turn out way tastier. The eggs are more nutritious and they taste really good because the chickens are being fed with good food. They're allowed to roam around and eat bugs and weeds and grass and things that they're meant to eat. And so the eggs turn out really, really nice in this beautiful orange color. So that's a really important step is sourcing your eggs from a good place. Next, I'm going to be talking about how to start with cooking the egg. So, a really important step is choosing what kind of pan you're going to cook the egg in. Personally, I like to do a cast iron skillet, and the reason for this is because it gives the egg a really great flavor. I love cast iron skillets. And also, when you cook on them repeatedly, they become nonstick. So that's really awesome. Next, I like to get my pan nice and hot before I crack my egg in there, and I get it hot, and then I put a little bit of oil in there. So typically, I use coconut or olive oil. And once the pan is nice and hot with the oil in there, I crack the egg into the pan. Next, kind of finishing up the egg after it's cracked in there and it's been cooking for a little bit. You can at this point decide what kind of style you want your eggs. I typically eat my eggs sunny side up, and I just crack them in there and I let them cook just like that. And I season them to taste with salt and pepper, and I cover them with a lid because I'm doing sunny side up. I'm not going to be flipping them over or scrambling it. So, in order for it to be cooked really well, this is a really critical point in the cooking process where you have to decide the timing of the egg getting out of the pan. So, if you leave it in the pan for too long, the yolk is going to get really hard. If you leave it in the pan not long enough, if you take it out too early, the yolk is a little bit too runny and it's not hot in temperature. So to hit that perfect point with the egg is not too hard, but not too undercooked. You've got to be able to time this really well with how long you're cooking it and at the point at which you're covering the egg. So when you're covering the egg, it's allowing the yolk to kind of heat up evenly with the whites. So that's why I like to cover them with the lid. And you kind of get a feel of the timing the more that you cook the eggs, or the more that you cook eggs in general. But yeah, this is a really critical step with the timing. And after it's kind of cooked to where I know that it's going to be to my liking, I take my spatula and I take it out of the pan and I plate it up. And now I've got a delicious, yummy egg that's perfectly runny to serve with any of my meals. Thank you so, so much for watching my presentation on how to cook an egg. Thank you. Bye.